What's up, everyone? White Rose Demon back here with ya for another episode of Kingdom Survival. As you can see, we're in the storage room we built last episode, but this was only the hubs of the store of the hub of the storage room. I went through and did a lot of grinding last night and a fair bit of building. So let's get on to what I've done. So between episodes, I decided to build out the hallways because I went with a similar design to what we had here. I want to put something here, maybe a light source in both of these. And I took a similar design to what we had on the ceiling in the hub and did it in this room ahead of time, because that would have took us forever building up, breaking down, stuff like that. This way we can just get the floors done. Also between episodes, I did a lot of grinding for wood, stone, and yeah, I used a lot of iron. I'm not in the mood to mine any more iron in my life, because that iron took forever to get. And I also got a lot of bone blocks, white marble, mangrove, and this chest I think we're gonna need. And then I also got, yeah, I just put these here for temporary storage. But I finished off the bones for the entrance. I kind of wanted to have it like, they got lazy and just left them leaning here and and they kind of sunk in a bit. So they decided to build it here. And yeah, I went with a similar circle design to what I've done in the past in other times I've played the games and built stuff. But I kind of changed up the design. Normally I would have it lining the walls, like there, and then bills or something there. I decided to do something like this. Now the issue with this one is right here, as you can see, is the surface. So I had to terraform as I was building it. So let's grab the wood, because the stone, and just place that there. So these here are going to be the alcoves where the chests will go. Wait a minute. Yeah. Normally I would do like a hobbit hole style. Now this here is what I'm kind of debating. If I want to make this here, because it's probably going to be the best to go this way and expand, because I think the mines are going to be if we expand that way again, and we're probably going to run into issues overlapping with this one if we expand on that side. But if we need more storage, we can easily just expand this by mimicking the design we have here, the little entranceway, pop them in, and just swap the chests out for new ones on the temporary ground. So let's start with our. Now that I think about it, I really didn't need to gather so much chain. I just wasted a lot of. I wasted 9 stacks of iron ingots, and also I think a stack to make the nuggets, because we get 9 ingots in a stack. That would, yeah. I wasted 10 stacks of iron just on chains. Lanterns, I don't call them a waste. And then I just spent a lot of time making mangrove wood, stripping more mangrove wood, and repairing my axes and that. And then just more mangrove wood. I got a lot of white marble, spent a lot of time smelting. I spent a lot of time working on this. But that's not all. Also, okay. Between episodes, I also gathered up a lot of amethyst because I was doing a lot of AFKing in that area anyway for the bones. Well, I spent a lot of time in that area anyway for the bones and everything. So I decided that it would probably be a smart idea for me to grind up on amethyst. So I spent a lot of time at our geode and just mining and mining a lot of the stuff. I also spent some time getting silk touch on a new diamond pickaxe for the sake of getting so that we could get the other bits that we needed for the amethyst from the amethyst. Like the, well, we can't mine budding amethyst. I also never really, I never looked. But I ended up getting, because I want to use polished andesite around the outside of it to make the actual geode look without mining the basalt. So I think to start off today's episode, I want to go around and just place up the little bit of what we have here, like so. And then have it come up like so. And then I wanted to also wrap around the back parts like this. Because I did say last episode that today's plan was probably going to be us going into the nether. That is still most likely going to be the plan. But today is also going to kind of be a bit of just working on a couple like a couple long-term projects that we have started on the in the kingdom. Because I kind of want to keep some of these areas. Now wait, I want to see there. That is, I want to keep. I want to keep that kind of. But we do need to get over here, so luckily. So let's block this up. Okay, there we go. So temporarily we'll take that. Because this is our biggest project. Well, this is the main project for this kingdom. The Crystal Lake, after all. Without it, we really don't have a kingdom. So, let's just start moving it in. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a accurate geode fully. At least not with the ability of what I can normally do. Okay, so I think this is a good look for the amethyst that we are going for. But I kind of want to bring down some parts of it. So let's quickly do that. Because we do need to remember that we are also going to go through it. Because not all of it is going to be flooded, but a fair portion of it is. Essentially up to right here is going to be flooded. And then we want to add in a few small mini amethyst looking veins. Like so. Just to kind of make it look like the area's kind of been infested by the amethyst itself. Just kind of expanding and giving a bit more love to the area, or life to the area. I really don't know how to word this. So now, let's pop this off. And I guess I really didn't need to grab the... I did my best to grab them at different stages. Because they do give off that little hint of light. Now I just want to come along and kind of make it look like the rest of the amethyst has been kind of growing out of control around some of the areas. Yeah, I think that's a nice point to stop it there and collect the stuff. Ooh, well, I guess we need to temporarily add to our growing chest monster up here while we come over here and sleep. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do for the housing and different builds of this kingdom is in fact okay, yeah, I like the look of the crystal lake down here. At some point I think I will do I think I'm going to do this right now actually. Due to us having the crystal overflow situation, I want to kind of pop up here and just have kind of like the crystals growing underneath the area and mix in the different Okay, yeah, I think that's good enough. Don't really want to end my time in the world. Yeah, originally this plan, the whole plan for this playthrough was to be played as a hardcore, but thinking it over, I'm not a fan of playing hardcore. This, like, I just want to play legit, and really, if I end up building a majorly nice world, and then end up dying, well, unaliving, and just end up losing it all, that would kind of just be a, like, if I never realized, like, if I was in the middle of doing this again, this is also why I want to get the storage room done this episode, so that we can kind of between episodes I can come through and just move this stuff out of the way. For now, though, just add to the chest monster. Okay, that was also touch, so... Okay. Now, let's head back down to the storage room, which actually looks a bit... Which actually kind of stands out now, thanks to the bones. We know where the different things is, because the different types of buildings will have different bones, I think. So that does mean I think one of the buildings we are going to build in the future is going to be a bone mason. Instead, because the bone mason is going to be similar to a stone mason or a woodworker, but they're going to work with the bones. Like, they're the ones who take these bones from like, he's when they'll send a group of workers out to collect these giant bones from somewhere and bring them back, and he'll carve them down. Like, he'll shorten them, adjust them, and just clean them up in order to be able to be used in the build. Because natural bones wouldn't be able to cohesively fit into a build like this, or like the arena. So the bone mason is going to be one of the people who work on it. Then we'll have different professions like leather worker, farmer. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of the villager houses, create them into a creative test world, and then just upgrade them or downgrade them depending on like what I think will fit this theme better. That way I stick with the classic villager look, kind of. So let's get started on the floor now. For the floor, what I want to do is I want to take, similar to what I done here, with the mangrove wood and the stone bricks. But then I also want to take the acacia wood and dark oak and spruce and come over here. So, what I want to do with the mangrove is I want to come 3 out off of each of these. So that's 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. And now, this is where we start getting into the iffy parts. So then we go 3 here and 4 here and here, making that little curved look. But now, we come along with stone bricks here, kind of outlining it. Because these little nooks here are where the chests are going to go. But I still want to make it look good, so I'm going to fill it with the... Because the chest does have that little transparency gap between the blocks. So that's why I wanted to grab these and just pop them in like that. And we will strip them down. Now I don't mind if I place it like that, because it adds that other texture type. But I want to add these going on the four corners here. Like that. Take that and pop it in there. Because now I'll grab a bit of spruce wood and pop them in right here. Because right here we need to put slabs, or we need to put slabs in that due to the chest not being able to open. So that is kind of the look I'm wanting to go for once I strip these down. So that's the look I want to go for there. So I want to mimic that design on all of these. I figured I'd bring you in and we build this together, or at least this part together, because that's one of the things I like to do that's one of the things I like to do in my opinion, or like I like to watch and listen to people build, because it helps me learn different ways of building. Because like this tribal theme I'm going for is not something I'm used to building. I'm more used to building like classic medieval dwarven fantasy, like medieval fantasy style builds. That's more my style. That's always been my style. Like it's just been how I learned the game, everything. So let's take stairs. I know I'm gonna need more than that, because there's like a couple dozen of these alcoves. So let's just actually make all these into stairs. Balance the grid, and there we go. And now I'm gonna make half of these. So now we come over, and I want to do something kind of like this for the chests. It don't need to look the best, but I still like to have the colors somewhat working together. Oops. Okay. So now we add these in. Pop all this on. Like I said, I don't mind it being pointing outwards or inwards, for the sake of a bit of a texture variation in the wood grain. And I need to sneeze. Sorry. Sorry. I'm hoping that my new mic has a muting function, or I can at least figure out how to mute my new mic because I'm ordering a new mic tomorrow. Or I'm having a new mic ordered for tomorrow. So hopefully I'm able to use that one a bit better than this one here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's the thing here. with the plan I want to go with. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Weird. Why is this 1, 2, 3? Oh, because this one here is sunk in. These rooms here are not. Right. So let's just do this right quick. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It still oddly all lines up perfectly though. So let's have a look. We start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring this all in by 1. Pop these corners in here. So that makes this here number 4. So let's quickly set this up the way I want it. Because just like this, now we go through with a line of of stone bricks. So that gives us a total of this much area to work with. And then we got the little walkway. I think that's a nice little addition. Now we could pop it all back by 1 block and go like this. But that'll kind of block us off there on all sides here. Which I don't want to do. Because that limits our walking space. And I like the way this is because we actually got 3 blocks on each coming off of each block. Except for this one, which is just being difficult with us. So now let's do the walls in here. Because now we need the pickaxe. And I want to use some silk touch here for a small portion of this. Because now I want to take the acacia logs, pop them in and strip them down to add that more solid texture, so it's not all just planks. Because I think that this has that more I don't know why, but it's just something that always had that tribal look in my eyes. Like that orange always had that native, wild, tribal. I really don't know how to explain it very well. Do I? But now I want to come in and partial. I want to dig out each of these because I don't plan on having too many. I do want to put bills here, and it seems that I have located a definite area. And I think the contrast between the dark oak and spruce woods mixed with the light orange, the orange color of the acacia definitely just adds to the overall feel of the world. So let's pop, no, not there. Let's pop all this up and just go like this. Because I'll mimic the same thing in the other room. Because I literally just mimicked the same layout in that room as well. Because it's a storage hall. They kind of wanted, this will kind of be the only building that fits the whole cookie cutter style that I am not a fan of. Now I will need to go get because I do want to keep the bones coming through throughout the entirety of this village. So most of the builds you see will have some element of bones, even if it's just like a support like that, using bones that been just placed in the walls. But that's not all I want to do with bones here. Because we have this bony look going on, I want to bring in and do like something like that before coming up no, I'm not a fan of that look. Yeah, we'll stick with the look we have. So let's go and do this over here now. Okay. So we forget it like that. We do the floors. Yeah, when I was digging this out, I did find a cave right under us, so that's going to be a common sound in this area, like mobs. It seems I dug out this too much. Oh well. Okay, so let's quickly. Okay, I did not realize that was like that there. Oh no, it's just a very poorly located structure hole. So let's take the acacia wood we need, the spruce logs. Let's combine these stairs. Yeah, we should be good. Oops, nope. We want to do stairs for that, so let's come around like this. Strip these down. And then come over and just copy the same design here again. Then we just put in our stairs to finish off the little alcove. Oh, then we strip these down. Yeah, so the different rooms will probably have the very similar designs, elements. Why is it whenever I leave, it's always nighttime? Well, I don't want they'll come back to a horde of zombies or something in there. I kind of want to, yeah, you can kind of see, like, this is kind of where I had to do the terraforming. I think it turned out as good as you can get with terraforming in a Minecraft. I wish they had realistic I can't really say realistic physics. because I know there's a mod for it, but it requires like beyond high FPS and high. Okay, I actually like the look of the amethyst. I think what I could have did though, I could have brought it around and kind of did around a circle right here with the black. I digress. I digress. Live and learn for next time I create one, I suppose. Oh, oh. Well, I needed to come up here for dirt anyway, didn't I? No, not crushed dirt. Normal dirt. I also needed. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I didn't need stone. Oh wait, I've been using my soft touch. Okay, I need seeds. The different types of seeds that we have. Because that's what I'm doing in the middle. I'm actually doing farmland in the middle of those areas. So I'm hoping I have... Okay, that's good. I think a stack is all... we can... let's swap out these... let's combine some of our stuff. Because we can do that. We can put the mangrove in because we aren't using much of... We're using a lot of it, yeah, but not enough that we need all of it that we gathered. I just put that all in there ahead of time. Yeah, we had a couple stacks of in here. We smelted that down to make stuff. Let's see. I need a bucket of water. And, do we have any other types of seeds other than wheat? Well, we have sugar cane. We have cocoa beans. Question is, can we place them on stripped jungle? I don't know if that answers my question or not. You can! And I actually like the look of it better. Because it has that, like, worn, that more cocoa-based texture. I think I might, implement that in a build in the future. The stripped oak with some cocoa beans growing off it. Oh yeah, I was also messing around with this a bit to figure out what it was or how it works. So it works. We can change our size to different blocks. Like we can be half a block in size, or we can be a block in size. Which means that we can actively build different kingdoms at different sizes. Given there's no chisel and bits. Which is kind of a letdown, because that's would have been the mod that allows us to do something like that. But it still gives me a cool idea for the future when that becomes available and we can add it to our list of possible mods. So that's pretty cool in my opinion, and how that worked out. Because I just thought I could shrink down mods, get them in a bottle, and place them on a wall, kind of like a trophy. But turns out I was slightly wrong in what it does. But I'm happy to be wrong. Okay, so let's quickly box up these little areas. I'm just gonna use stone bricks because they're easy to get. Now we need acacia logs and these spruce planks. So let's place them all down. because I think this time I want to do something like this, kind of just mixing up the pattern a bit, randomly placed. Because then I want to just do a more cohesive, straight look here. Luckily we have unbreaking on our picks. I also went through and made a nice set of gold armor for our nether adventure. Because next episode we will be going to the nether. I would put on something there, but I have no clue what song would actively fit in, like a little jingle type thing there, but I don't know any that would actually fit going to the nether. But leave down in the comments what you think of this design, and if you think of any ideas of what type mini detailing stuff we can do. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the coal because, yeah, I'm not in the mood to mine it at the moment. And I just, yeah. I realize what I did. It's as if the game wants me. Yeah, we don't have the inventory for it anyway, so. But may as well. So, let's just grab the cobblestone. Swap that out like that. Because it should all just fall out with as we kind of add in our bones then. Okay, these are already done with the ceiling, but we can pop these in here, and hopefully we should be able to kind of get enough inventory space to collect that coal and pop it in a quick chest. Yeah, so while we're just here building and that, I'm gonna take this chance to quickly just put a little promo out there for my other series, Bunker Survival. It will have some bearing on what happens here at some point. I won't really spoil anything for anyone. Just know that they do connect in a way, is the best I can say. Almost all my major series, so like my Bunker Survival, my Kingdom Survival, they'll all have some bearing in an overall world-based story, so to say. Given it might be a couple millennia in the future, but it will always have some, in the overall lore of the story, it will always take place in some way, shape, or form in the overall connection, connected to each other. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's just mimic the design all the way around. But now we should just be able to pop this all in. We already know. Once we get the first 3 done like this, So now let's go over here and see how we did this. Okay, so we did 3 off these corners. Makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, like so. So let's go around and just fill in the gaps. Oh yeah, I still need to do that. Those little coves. So let's grab our acacia logs. Ooh, I think we might just barely have enough. No, we did not have enough in our inventory. So the good thing, this is why I gathered a lot. Because this way we can also now, if we want to later down the line, expand. Oh yeah, I still have to do a few. Yeah, I never had enough. I don't, by the looks of it. So now let's quickly finish off this overall construction of the actual build, so that we can put these chests in. Because each of these alcoves are going to give us 9 double chests worth of storage, which if we which is kind of what we already have up on our area, and that's full. So now let's quickly just, yeah, let's grab our wood out. I need to make a quick hole, so we're gonna make 2 stone ones. I know. I'm kind of tempted to go about. I forgot I could just do this, given it's a bit slower than how I would normally do it. And there we go. We got ourselves a wheat field meant for us to actively harvest on a normal basis instead of just aesthetically. Right, we were meant to, yeah. One, two, three. Okay, yeah, that's how it was. Now we need to get some water, and the closest place to get water right now is, yeah, about a little lake. But let's go. Oh no. Why is it so rampant with mobs? Man, oh man. Oh, you, uh, uh, my cows have creepers. That's a very dangerous, that's a dangerous thing for cows to get. It could result in a complete wiping of the herd. We may have to hunt for new cows, if depending on how that situation with a creeper goes. Okay. Do I have any... Did I... Okay, yeah, I put some stuff in. Because wheat is the only seed we have, right, thing we can plant. We kind of have to stick with it. Okay, but now we got all this stuff put in, which means I can unload all the wood, stone, seeds, everything, and just come over here and grab... I think I want to grab 2 lanterns temporarily. Then grab a couple chests. Because the lanterns I want to just put here temporarily to light up these hallways. Now for the alcoves, we are going to pop in these. Then we pop these on. But then we pop these in here. Pop those there. And then these should connect. And there we go. We got all of our double chests. Okay, so we did 2, and it took a little more than half a stack. So let's just see. Oh, see, this is why we shift click on the chest himself and then use the wall. This is another method of doing it that I've learned. I don't really say... It still costs you the same number of chests and the same amount of time. One is just, I really don't know why you do one over the other. This is the most tedious part of this entire build. Just placing of chests. But once we get it done, we have a... Okay, so that's this room done. Now we do the same thing in this room. And it's taken about... Oops. Because it is the way it is, with the way... For some reason, chest placement works this way. I kind of wish you can just create a double chest and it would place as a double chest in the next available blocks, like a bed. Like, why couldn't they have done chests like you just combine 2 chests in a inventory to make a double chest, and where to go, you have your double chest instead of making you place them down like this in order to make double chests. Oh yeah, that could also be zombies just up above, couldn't it? Oh well. We'll deal with them when the time comes that we need to deal with an army of zombies. And there we go. We got ourselves them. Now, I want to come in and place these here like this. So that we have that added extra storage here on the side. in each of these rooms. I also am thinking maybe instead of let's just do a quick test right here. Place them right here like that. We need to move over a bit and place them like that. So they end up like this. I kind of like the look of that, so I think I'm gonna go with that. And for now, there we go. And voila, our storage room is done. So between episodes, I will clean up this area and move around the chests so that we have a more concrete area. Man, that skeleton was patient. I never even heard the doorbell ring out for him. Okay, so let's I did do a bit of exploring in the nether just to see what the area around our spawn was like. And I did do a bit of trading with some piglings that was there. Sadly, no soul speed or anything. All I got was a ton of soul sand. Cheap pigs. They are cheap. They don't give you very much stuff for a block of gold. So now, let's I'll take you down to and check out the gold armor what I made. That took a lot. That's why my experience is so low right now. But I did dye up some glass. I got a bit of the warped stuff. But yeah, this is my armor. Each of these pieces have near the similar effects. Yeah, I worked hard to get the. I managed to get fire protection, unbreaking, and I managed to get this on. It took a fair bit of effort making a few sets of gold armor and then combining them. But this is meant solely for our trip to the Nethers. Due to and I had a visit from Piglin, so I kind of borrowed this up. Okay, so we're at the a fifth. Let's think. So I think between this episode and next, I am going to probably set up a creative test world where I'm going to build each of the structures for each of the vanilla villager structures for the savannah. Yeah, iron is surprisingly abundant around here. Which and I also made another trip over to the dwarven area, mined up more of that stuff. Because right now we are going to start. Thankfully, you can waterlog this stuff, which just is going to make this a lot easier. Okay, so now let's fill up the bottom level of this. Okay, so now our best bet is to waterlog some of these, or start waterlogging blocks like so, and then go off of this, and work our way around like this. And there we go, we're up to the level where we should be pretty good just to mimic the similar techniques we do in, well, waterlogging this entire thing is going to be a very long process. But, and this is also another thing, we have to make sure to waterlog those sections as well. Because if we don't, we will end up with a more with flowing water gaps. Okay. Yeah, that's another good thing about messing with water like this. If it's not a source block under it, we will know. Yeah, you can't get the flowing blocks in, but it still count as a flowing block for the sake of creating a source block. Which is definitely a nice touch in their behalf. Okay, so I want to bring it up to about right here. Maybe up to here, so that it's flowing over, and where we do have this little outline done. So let's start, because we are getting close to being up at that point. Okay, so let's start with just setting up the flowing water here. And we need to make sure to set up the flowing water in these leaves. Because if we don't, we're just gonna end up with just a messy area in the end. Okay, so looking at this, I think what I want to do now is in fact waterlog the leaves for this level as well, because I'm gonna come up to this level here like so. Because now I can just pop this stuff out. Because the crystal of the Crystal Lake is just what gives it its power. Overall, I think what I want to do is add a bit of glowstone to the actual... Well, we need to bring it up anyway. So I want to do that while I'm... So now let's go around and fill up these little gap areas, because that's going to be the areas that we get the most issue with. And now all it should take is one right there to completely fill this. Oh, one right there. There we go. And with that, I think the Crystal Lake is... Yeah, I want to add a bit more crystals to the Crystal Lake. So let's grab these, because the crystal we got now, just don't add. Like the crystal we can see, yeah, it looks nice, but I want to come in and add something like this to the actual lake. Kind of like crystal tendrils. And maybe a bit of a like crystal build-up right here around the entrance to the... Because the original, how this originally got here, it was a meteorite, after all. So there would still be a bit of debris from it when it hit. Not like anybody was really around to clean up debris of giant rocks hitting the planet. Is there? And now will also come around and just and some of these. I want to add a few more of these by the entrance itself, so and then over here I will add another probably tendril like thing. There we go. I think between episodes I might go through and replace all but the top layer with some type of stone. But I'm not sure. I kind of like how it looks now. Though I do want to add a few bits of like glowstone or some type of stone. Like some type of light source in the water. And I do not think I have any sea pickles. Because sea pickles would be that perfect thing to kind of show like, oh, okay, a giant crystal meteor hit the water. It has that kind of unique property by the looks of it. It makes things want to grow more. Or at least that's what I would, how I would word it. Luckily, mob griefing is off. So let's what I want to do now is around it. I want to add a few little bushes of bamboo. Except for right here. Right there is where I jump across. Because we are close to the jungle, so I kind of want to give it that like that look of. Because normally when you see like something like this in any type of movie, you'll always kind of see that bit of bamboo, the bamboo growing up into the air with it. So I think once that all grows, it should looks pretty good. So that's the storage room done. I think next episode we will head into the nether and do a bit of resource gathering, or we'll make our first official trip of the series into the nether. Then I think we'll come back and we will probably I think we'll build like our lava farm area, because I kind of want to incorporate the lava farm kind of right here. Like make a little cave right here. That, because right here, yeah, right here, I think I want to do some type of something. I want to do something here, but that requires, because I want to dig out this area, that, and then dig out that a little cave kind of thing. I don't know, but I want to come down. But that, if I don't do that there, up there, that next session, I'll probably come here and work on the learning cave, which will be right here. And just in case, I want to make the little entrance way right here. Like, we're gonna put the entrance right here. Or at least that should be the plan. I'll cover this up here like that for now. Like, we'll build a basic, what's it, well, if we run out of dirt, I know I didn't turn it to the way it was before. There we go. I'll figure something out between episodes on what I want to do there with how I want to do the cave entrance. Heck, if I think about it, I might just go down to like a beach or somewhere and just blow up, like gather a bunch of sand and then just mix that with some gunpowder I got to make some TNT, and then just blow it up. Blow up a hole in the mountainside here. Actually, let's see. Do I have any? How much gunpowder do I actually have saved up? Oh yeah. See, like, wow. It's growing fairly fast, even by Minecraft standard of growth. We sure that Crystal Lake actually don't have any physical properties? Let's see. One gunpowder. 10 gunpowder. 12, oh, 13. 14. So it seems we got 15 gunpowder. Wow. Now, that's the thing. I think what I could do is set up a creeper farm at some point. But how would that fit into this build? Into this kingdom? That's the issue. It would make more sense in the Dwarven Kingdom, because we can set that up like it's grinding up something to make the sulfur and stuff to make the gunpowder. That's the thing. So we got enough. How do we make TNT again? I don't make TNT often, so we don't even have enough to make 3. We got enough to make 2. Wow. You know, I think I might have some down. There might be some just thrown in chests all over the place here. This is how I take most of my damage just falling. No gunpowder there. Yeah, between episodes, what I'll end up doing is I'll transfer all of this stuff in to the storage room and kind of do my, well, I'll just transfer it all to the storage room. None. Okay, so I guess we're actively looking for a creeper? Wow, never thought I would actually say that. Hmm. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be all for today's episode. Actually, yeah. What I'll do between episodes is I'll make up a test world to kind of take each of these individual houses, put them into a super flat creative test world, and come up with new designs that fit the tribal theme while also upgrading the existing house buildings, because they don't give us much space in these builds. And I'll also work on a design for my starter house up there, which will in fact be the chief's hut kind of building. So, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to be notified of other videos in this series. This is White Rose Demon signing off for the night. See y'all.